Hello, everyone. Good to see you all here today. What the hell happened to my overlay? Oh no. Ah. Well, this is gonna take some reworking. Sorry about the overlay crisis, everyone. I'm going to have to look into that and fix that later. It looks so dumb. I'm sorry. Tell you what, for right now, we'll just have to remove it and I'll figure it out later. There we go. No overlay for right now. Hello, hello from WoW Classic. This is what it was like to play in vanilla World of Warcraft. Yeah. Back then there were no blood elves. There were Forsaken, Tauren, orcs, trolls, and that was it. Like, really, that was it. You had 3 races from Kalimdor and one race from the Eastern Kingdoms, and that was it. For the Alliance, it was the opposite. 3 of theirs were from the Eastern Kingdoms, and the Night Elves were from Kalimdor, so that was it for them. So that's it, just 4 kinds of people. This character of mine here is named Tuzea Virsar. Yes, she is related to the Versarn family. She's the progenitor of the Versarn family, and she is super old. She is ancient as fuck. She is old enough to remember battling against the Akir and the Black Empire of the Old Gods with the Keepers. That's how old she is. Pre-Night Elf world. But through many, many years of magical and evolutionary changes, she is now a Mada of the Darkspear tribe. Hence the white hair, because she's old. She does not know about Aranya. Aranya does not know about her. They exist, they are blood, but they are not in each other's circle of acquaintance. I have no idea if I will ever change this. Possibly not. She's just a lot of fun to play around with as a concept, as a pure concept, without actually being involved with the rest of the family. This is what the Barrens looked like before the Cataclysm. And yes, you really did have to do everything on foot until level 40. The demo does not allow you to go to level 40. My dear friend Joe tells me that the game will only allow you to go up to as high as level 19, which is pretty sad. But it's enough to work out some of the demo things. I also don't believe the boats are working. I tried to catch a boat, and the boat did not work. Here you have all your racials. I was given a profession. I did not choose to learn alchemy, but alchemy is what I got. First aid, that's back when first aid was an actual thing. These are some of the racials from trolls back in the day. Damage dealt versus beasts increased by 5%. Berserking increases your casting and attack speed by 10% up to 30%. Oh, by 10% to 30%, so anywhere between there. At full health, the speed increase is 10% with a greater effect up to 30% if you are badly hurt when you activate Berserking. Lasts 10 seconds. So I'll put that where I usually put my racial abilities. Skills with bow weapons is increased by 5. Dodge, that's actually something that everyone has. There are certain The ability to dodge and the ability to parry and the ability to block are all part of your spellbook back in the day. Yep. Throwing weapons. I'm gonna ask you a question. Health regeneration rate increased by 10%. 10% of total health regeneration may continue during combat. That was a big thing. It's the whole troll regeneration thing. And this is because I'm a caster, and casters can use wands. This was also back when you could equip multiple weapon types at the same time. Everyone could have some form of ranged weapon in addition to some form of melee weapon. It was really good. This was back in the days of resistances. This was back in the days of weapon skills. As you can see, they've already given me a preset value for what I'm proficient in right now. Wands, they've given me a 70 out of 75 proficiency. Defense, that's just basic defense. You have to not get hit by things to level up your defense, as if it was just another weapon skill. Daggers, swords, unarmed. I'm gonna have to find crap weapons to go poke little critters or training dummies, except there are no training dummies around the crossroads. Hey, Joe. Joe is going to show you guys what it was like back in the day when warlocks could tank by commanding their voidwalkers. I did it myself. They still can tank if you're willing to just waltz in with a party of 5 of people you just picked up yourself. Can't do it in the group finder anymore, though. This is also back when we had ranks of spells and you had to buy your spells. That's right, you had to buy them. It was also not so hard to go to lower level zones and gently tap things because you could equip a lower level rank of spell instead of having your spells automatically upgraded all the time. Nowadays you have to use a low level crap wand or crap weapon or a foam sword toy to not utterly obliterate things. Frost armor. All types of mage armor were available to all mages. It was not a spec-locked thing back in the day. That was the first one you got. You also did not get to preview your spells in your spellbook. You had to do that at the trainer. And everybody had a lot of buffs. A lot of buffs. Yes, Joe, I want it. Just give me a second. Hello, good people, my people. Hello.
Hello.
Okay. So I've got a chest armor for you. It gets you 6 spirit. Back then, spirit was a big thing, unless you were a warlock.
Yeah, spirit was on everything and it affected everyone's health regen and mana regen. And this was also back when hunters had mana, so literally everything they were being greedy grabbers for.
Yeah, but warlocks were like, we don't need spirits.
Yes.
So I've got your chest armor. I've also got some mana potions if you want it.
Thank you, thank you.
You just crafting bit by table and fucking some books.
I'm really annoyed that the keybinds menu did not read my mouse. I would love to have my middle mouse button be my auto run button for this. I may have to figure something out for that. Of course, the demo will be gone if, in a little while anyway.
Yeah.
Do you remember how long the demo will be available for virtual ticket owners?
They said about a week and a half after BlizzCon as well.
Yeah.
But the max level is 19.
Yeah. Oh, hello there.
Probably got some new people coming in and watching you because.
No. I mean the new quest giver. But yes, if there's new people coming in and watching me, hello. Hi there. I love to see you. Please join my Discord server. Give me follows.
Well, I could
Let's
get
hang
in
out.
the Discord. I just wasn't sure.
No cleanup button for your bags. You have to organize it all yourself.
Yeah. Also, here, because you won't have enough for.
Why, thank you.
Here's a couple bags.
Ooh, big bags. And a health
Yeah,
star.
it gives you 2 6 ones.
This was back in the days before soul wells. Oh, come on. I bound that already. Come on. Da 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 da. Move and say it. What? Was this before they added the option for a hotkey to open all your bags?
Yeah.
Well, crap. Special action, pet action, action bar, next action, da da da. Yeah, I came in right after Black Temple had opened in Burning Crusade.
Mm-hmm.
So that was either 2.1 or 2.2, but it was definitely before 2.3. I got to watch all the hype for 2.3. So pre 2.3 is when I came to this game and mained Blood Elf. So there are some things that even I do not remember because it just goes that far back. This is much more better armor, thank ya. Ha! All right, I am getting rid of this shirt because it looks awful with this vest.
But it gives you one glove.
See, oh, that's not even my shirt's fault. The vest just looks bad. See, actually, I'm going to keep my robe because that robe has stats roughly the same but a different stat. And you know how mages need their intellect.
Yeah. Well, hey, got some extra gold.
Let's see, 8-slot bag, 8-slot bag. Get rid of those 6 slotters. Ta-da.
Yeah, there were 2 of them that they automatically did. And that's a really.
Yeah. They just randomly give you stuff. Like, I got made into a potion maker. An herb finder potion maker. This was also, I guess, back before you could track things on your minimap.
Yeah.
I remember the days of the buffs. The you are now finding herbs, you are now finding ore kind of buffs.
And the fact that you have to you press your character info and underneath the bottom tab it will say skill. And that is how you can change your profession. You would have to click on it to either remove and add new.
You also run out of mana super damn fast just from buffing your party. I did not miss that. Wow.
Okay. There's Quest by him, Quest by Big Cowboy.
Nocturnalist 1385 says, back then Taurens had Plain Strider. Do they have that here as well? I do not know. I thought...
Plain Strider was an alpha ability.
Yeah.
They got rid of that when the game launched.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I remember hearing, was that Plain Strider or Plains Runner was a ability that never made it.
It was good. Oh my god, was it good? But they just...
See, original beta tester right here is my friend Jo. She's been playing since before this thing was even out. She's been here since the baby days.
I got introduced to Warcraft because of my two brothers, and then a good friend of mine before he got killed.
Oh shit!
Said,
Pause
"Hey,
for
I got
screenshot.
XP."
Ta-da! Oh! Guys! Get around Mancrick!
Oh my god, it's Mancrick!
Yes, it's Mancrick, the original Mancrick's wife quest, which I am on, by the way. Okay, everybody face the same way that Mancrick is facing, please. We're all gonna be looking at the camera, all of us, except for the Voidwalker. The Voidwalker is an edgelord and doesn't want to look at the camera. Okay, now he's looking at the camera. Yay!
Funny thing is, I still have Crypt Keeper. Crypt Keeper was one of my original vanilla characters.
Oh,
And
nice.
she is
Nice.
still sitting on Moonguard.
This is back when that face that you have was the only pretty face that Forsaken could have. Yep. Forsaken faces, Forsaken female faces, most of them look a lot prettier than they nowadays than they did back in the days of vanilla. This was the only pretty face.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
My running story is every time someone's like, "Why are you so blue?" Oh, because I chucked on chlorine. That was my answer to the word.
All right. Do we want to go find Mancrick's wife to start with?
I already found his wife, and I got lost for about 45 minutes looking for her.
Well, let's
That's
go
awesome.
find Mancrick's
Yeah, that's
wife.
true.
Yep. His first time trying to find Mancrick's wife. Wow.
Yeah, I ran past it, ran into an NPC Alliance patrol, and I had to duck out of the road just to avoid them because they were like 21 or 22,
Yep.
I think. So I had to nope out of there.
I think this is also back when Blink was learned by mages at level 20, not level 10.
Correct.
Yep. So I am never going to get to Blink.
Honey, I think you're running faster than us anyway.
Really?
Yeah.
It's my voodoo shuffle.
Excuse me.
I'm following you guys. I actually remember where the damn woman's at.
Nocturnalist says female trolls looked ugly in alpha because they had the male bodies for trolls. Have to come by this way anyway because of, I think, the Forgotten Pools quest.
No, Forgotten Pools is up north. Raven
Yeah,
Cabin's in
it's
south.
northwest. I have to kill Zebra Hooves, so excuse me.
So yeah, I wonder if I do too.
No, you get them after you take out the flames for their beaks.
I also need to get root samples.
Yep, because you have them.
Plane striders. I need to kill plane striders. Why does my phone keep going dark? Damn phone. How am I supposed to keep up with my chat if my phone keeps going dark? It's not nice. 1 second, chat. Let me fix my battery settings on my phone here because it keeps going
Okay.
dark.
Yeah, you pick up the zebra after you do the plane striders.
Yeah.
Train Striders was first, and then the Zebra.
Yeah, the zebras.
I need to go through my bag.
God, I keep forgetting I have to use a different key to auto move. God damn it.
Hey, I got skill increases.
Right?
Landed axes has increased to 85. My defense has increased to 74.
Oh, look, there's
Yay.
plants.
Plant.
Yeah, a plant.
God, my boyfriend's so damn slow.
No hoof.
Boom! Fire blast is still OP. Actually, Fire Blast is more OP back then than it is now. Fire Blast is more of a finishing move nowadays. Not a terribly good one. Mages feel so underpowered in Battle for Azeroth. Fun fact, I never used Fireball back in the day.
Funny fact, my first spec for Warlock was the one class that everyone said don't ever do it as first-time character. First time.
Let's see.
Like shit.
What is this back when you could set loot rules to free for all? Or just individual loot, or do they still have personal loot?
This is group loot.
Okay, group loot is
changed it to free for all.
yeah, because back in the day when I was playing with my ex, he just had it to free for all, and I just looted everything, and he'd ask me for what he wanted. Yeah, but set it back to group loot. I was just curious.
Okay. Well, go get your fungus. Or did you get the quest for it?
Yeah, I got the quest for it. This is also back when the objectives did not sparkle. Nope.
Yeah.
Lootable things sparkled, but if you wanted to have a sparkly quest objective to tell you, hey, you should come look at me. Nope. That was not here.
The sparkling, that was out right before battle.
Whew. Out of mana.
I don't care if I lose mana. I just got myself to death. Yeah, it's also back this time was when you literally had to attack command your creatures to attack, or it would just stand there until you get.
And the jokes have not changed.
They still doing Chuck Norris jokes in Baron's chat?
No, I'm talking slash silly.
Oh yeah, the jokes have never changed. Rogues were gods in PvP. Has anyone experimented with that yet? Have either of you experimented with that yet?
I have not.
Not yet.
Nor I.
They're only letting us go up to 19, and I don't think PvP side is unlocked yet.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing about PvP. It's possible that I don't know. It's possible that they'll unlock things in stages for like beta testers and shit. I hope we get to do some more PTR and beta testing for Classic as their progress with it goes on into next summer, because they said they want to release this next summer, by next summer.
Dude, okay. So
Look at my character giving you the smirky eye. I gotta screenshot that.
And
So if you notice the item targeting, so we do have an elite down there. It's a level 20.
let's go for it.
Well, let's kill the other things first before we get there.
Oh god, yes. Then as now, clean up the trash before you go for the boss.
Come this
How
way.
you-
Oh,
Yeah.
back road.
Alright, that's fine. I'll take care of it now. Just meet there, Void's on. If you start getting low, you have to get up to the surface because I cannot do
Yep.
water breathing. that doesn't hit until level
Oh, we are very possibly gonna die.
Nah. Maybe I will. Fuck yeah.
Out of mana. Shit!
And I can't so
I cannot turn this thing into a sheep. Ah, god damn it. Okay, now we get to partake in the wonderful, wonderful pastime of corpse running. Back when that was a thing, because there were so few shrines and graveyards, and they were not well placed like they are today. Nowadays, you could go to Kultiris or Zandalar, and every 2 feet or every 15 to 20 feet, you'll have some kind of thing that passes for a shrine or a graveyard that you can just hop, skip, and jump to your corpse from. No, back in the day, it could take you anywhere from 5 minutes to the better part, to the better part of an hour to get back to your corpse. And it was like, just give me the res sickness.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it didn't do that bad. Get him down to at least about 7.
Although for some people, they could literally not afford to take the res sickness because of how hard a hit their items would take. So they had to run back.
And it's more fun listening to people swear off their ass.
I am running into a tree because I'm busy focused on a juice box instead of on what I'm doing.
Watch where you res because your other things are up there.
Yes, that also has not changed. You don't get to start seeing your surroundings and monsters until you actually get within the vicinity of your corpse.
That was me. That was me that burped. Excuse me.
Okay, if you wait a moment, I'll clear up some of the stuff in
Flat bandage.
Your mounts to level 40 and running everywhere till then. Yep, I remember that. And your first mount cost an arm and a leg. This was back when gold was like the dream. This was back when having 90 silver was something. Currency has been significantly devalued since then.
Pull another snapper. This is when it actually gave someone the job of learning how to fight and play.
Oh,
And
also,
this is
watch
also
this.
the day where.
You could also buff pets.
Nice.
Used to not be able to do that.
And so I remember this is also the day where if you use two-handed weapons, you wanted the slowest attack speed in your main hand.
Yeah, that's especially for birds. Hello, person.
Hello, Grannuth.
Hello, Grannuth.
Glorious granning crackers, okay?
You watching the stream, my dude?
No. Are you streaming?
Yep,
Yes.
I am streaming.
We're in the demo.
Oh, you are in demo. Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
okay. So,
The original Zug's here.
okay.
Damn, I wish I was
Let's
there,
get
but
the
I am not.
snapper. Once the snapper's done, get me in a bag. And then we'll pull him.
But nah, I just joined the troll Discord. It's all about trolls, and I'm asking them a question regarding the new Zandalari paladins that have been confirmed.
Gold
Seeing
farmers
how
were making a kill.
I am very
Yep.
curious on what can be done with them and what level of creativity can be made with them.
Hold up,
Seeing
Granite. Altheas, do not move backwards.
Yeah,
Yeah,
do
no, I
not.
see that centaur.
Okay. Go ahead.
But yeah, because apparently there is there's some little bit of information. Apparently, I'm not sure if it's confirmed or not, but apparently somebody saw NPCs on the next patch that are like the prelates of Akunda and Kragwa, and that one of them can do like a holy storm. I'm not sure if that's true or not, I know that's what they just told me in the troll Discord. But if it is true, then I brought up the question, like, if it's possible, right, to have more than one Loa bestow these kinds of abilities upon a troll and in turn turn them into this holy warrior, um, is it possible that the other ones can
God
do it?
damn it.
And if so, right? If so, who exactly? Now, I brought up the interesting fact that, for example, Paku has priests who use holy based abilities that are bestowed to them by her in battle. Now, is it possible that Paku can in turn, bestow this kind of power onto her warriors and in turn make them prelates of, you know, the great Patera Loa? There's also an interesting case when it comes to Hearthstone. As you know, the Rastakhan Rumble just came out, and we have a
Yep,
new
the
set
Paladins
of
of Shirvala. The Paladins of
exactly,
Shirvala. Yep.
exactly the prelates of Shivara. And if you know well about the lore, Shivara is one of the many Loa who have been worshipped by the trolls, especially back in the day when it came to us assisting Shivara against the Gurubashi who chose to enslave him along with the other Loas for their power,
Mm-hmm.
and in turn tried to use it for their use in bringing back Hakar. Now, I didn't necessarily ask if Shivara himself can do this, but if you guys already, I'm assuming already done Voltun already, by now, you know that Shivara is not the only Tiger Loa that exists in the World of Warcraft universe.
Oh yeah,
The
this has been
second,
known
Oh, yeah,
since
there's about.
Zul'Farrak. Iraka no Kimbul
exactly,
has been known since
and he has
Zul'Farrak back in
finally
vanilla.
made him. Yeah, exactly, and he has finally made his appearance in game. That being the
All right,
Great
now,
Kimbo.
quick point here. I am buffing this warrior with intellect. Why am I buffing him with intellect? Because back in the day, intellect actually helped you gain your weapon skills faster. So this is a good thing. I want my warrior to have faster skill level ups.
Wait till we're up at least another several before we
Yeah.
take it.
So,
Hey guys, what are you doing?
Streaming!
Oh god, exit stage left.
It's okay as long as you don't say any hate speech or anything that can get me banned. I have the mature filter
Oh
on.
no, never. Never. No. Not
Yeah,
me. No.
I got the mature filter on, so you can, as long as you're okay with the entire internet hearing it, you can say whatever the fuck you want.
Oh god, I'm so sorry in advance.
Hello,
Yeah,
Sana. Hi, lovely. All of y'all, put my stream in a browser window or something, please.
but yeah, they're playing the demo, the classic demo, and I'm talking about lore, mainly Zandalari prelates, seeing how
Ooh.
Zandalari troll paladins are going to be a thing.
No, I do
But
not
like
get
I
all
was
my
saying-
shrooms. Let
but
me
like
get
I
all
was
my
saying,
shrooms.
we know that one Tiger Loa can bestow this divine energy upon trolls, and we know that
Ah,
Shavara
shit.
has taken up Sandalari as followers because of the fact that the hidden artifact that you get from for the Doomhammer is a war mace that belonged to a Zandalari that praised him. So, I brought up the interesting question. Is it possible to have your patron Loa be Shavara as well, or if not, Kimball? Because we now know that Kimball is accepting followers again. We know that it is a mixture between Tortolan and Zandalari.
I think
And-
there's going to have to be some slight differentiations between the paths of Shirvala and Kimball because they have. It's funny, they have specific tablet kind of. I'm going to make a tongue in cheek kind of pun here. Written it in stone. Written in stone doctrines and creeds on how they want their worshipers to devote themselves to them. I know that one of them tends to favor hunters. I think that's Kimball. And
I'm not sure.
and I think I remember I think I remember the clause of Shirvala being a druid artifact, but Shirvala also has paladin followers in Hearthstone. And if anything has been made clear, it's that Hearthstone and World of Warcraft do, in fact, affect each other and reflect each other. So we're going to have to, like, make this a community project here in my Twitch Discord and in my guild here, all of y'all, to compile things about both Kimball and Shirvala and see, you know, how do we praise the tigers? How do we do it? How do we make them different? How do we make them special?
Exactly. Because here's the thing too, is that we also know that despite the fact that Kimball praises hunters, there is also a case where he values, I believe, warriors as well, and he values the warrior code, the sense of honor,
Mm-hmm.
you know, the ability to be strong and, you know, stand over the weak who refuse to make themselves stronger, which is one of the reasons why he's referred to as the, you know, praised doom.
Mm-hmm.
And we also know that Shivara, despite the fact that he is a very well-known Loa, it's clear that when it comes down to his capabilities, that he is not that high up. And that apparently, in that from the dialogue that we have gotten from, I believe her name is Zeptabra, the troll druid.
Ah, Zentabra. Yes, she's the head of the
we
Darkspear
know-
druids.
Yeah, we know for a fact that Konk steps above Shivara. So it's not only the fact how they're worshipped, it's the power scale as well. Because the question is, Kimbu is very much considered not only to be a Sand Fury Loa, but also a Zandalari Loa, and he is well prominent within Zandalar. We also see the case where him, Gunk, and Paku go up against Mithrax, the Unraveler. So it really leaves the question: who is the stronger Tiger Loa? Is it Shivara or is it Kimball? Because you both have, you know, these two Loas that are both praised by the Zandalari, but then they're also praised by two different other types of trolls.
I forgot about that. Look at that. If you guys are looking at my screen, and again, I'm sorry for not having, especially to my sponsor, I'm sorry for not having the overlay this time. Something went really, really screwed up with my overlay. But if you look at the chat text there, it says your skill in Frost has increased to 80, your skill in Fire has increased to 80, your skill in Arcane has increased to 80. If you look at the skills here, class skills, those automatically go up. You can actually look at those as if you were looking at your very own D&D cheat sheet, character sheet. I had forgotten about that, but that was indeed a thing. It wasn't just all tucked away and hidden from you. The values of what your skills in Magic were, calculated level per level, was right there for you to see. And it actually, in my opinion, made it, you know, someone who has had friends with D&D backgrounds, made it easier to understand how, as a lowbie, you suck compared to someone who is of a higher skill than you, because those values are right there for you to compare. You don't have that anymore. Right now, it's just...
It was never about eye level at
yeah,
that point.
Yeah.
There was no eye level.
Exactly.
That was your EP measuring right there.
Exactly. So skill levels were right there, and they served a purpose for you to actually look at them. Nowadays, it's kind of, you know, it goes without saying, and everything is more about the gear score.
Also the fact that in vanilla, there was no such thing as achievement.
This is true too, yes. There was no such thing as achievements to compare.
How many beaks more do you need, hun?
Oh, I need 6 beaks.
Okay.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
And I need 3 more hooves.
Alright.
All right. Since we're at a little bit of a lull in our troll lore discussion, and it is absolutely relevant because I am playing a fucking troll, so there. If any of y'all getting uppity with Grannuth talking current lore, I am playing a troll, so bite me. But before we continue more with lore and explore, a little something about some of the new community goals panel in my channel there. If you're looking at my channel page, there is now a new panel there called Current Community Goals. I've got 3 goals listed there. If I get 666 followers on Tumblr, I'm at 626 right now, I will do a full week of Diablo streams, which I know you two are going to love.
Yeah. Don't let me forget to get my
Yes.
Demon Hunter
Yeah.
into
the clan, yeah.
Yeah.
And if I get 1,776 followers on Twitter, I am at 1,747 as of this moment. But if I hit 1,776, especially if it's by Veterans Day, I will do an all Soldier 76 stream on Overwatch. And if I ever get to where I have 10 or more subscriptions here on Twitch at a time, I will finally break my vows and play StarCraft. So give me those subs. Give me your Twitch Prime. Give me your Twitch Prime. You will get access to the emojis that I made, and I have really spiffy damn emojis. Also, a little something about bits rewards if you don't really want to subscribe, but you want to spend like 2 bits. Literally 2 bits. Each bit is worth 1 cent. So however many bits you cheer for me with using the cheer function in the chat. If you cheer for me at all, you get to request a song for me to sing on stream. If cheers total up to 100 bits, as soon as they add up to 100 bits, I will put my character on timeout. I will put her in the nearest corner, and I will screenshot her being on timeout. And this is for every 100 bits that I get. And anyone who cheers for me with 150 bits or more, you get a tarot reading right here on stream. 1 to 3 cards. I cannot do more than 3 cards because that would take up valuable stream time. So that's the rewards. Please also consider joining my Discord server. And whether or not you join my Discord server, once you become a subscriber to me on Twitch, you will be able to use your subscriber emojis in Discord because of that integration that I have. How many beaks left? 3.
Okay. I love the fact that back then, if I used one of my curses and I went to another target, my curse would still stay on the target.
Right?
They don't disappear off like they used to.
Yeah. I don't even play a Flicklock, but that just,
Well, Affliction Warlock back in vanilla, if you were a brand new person to World of Warcraft and you were playing a Warlock for the first time, people would tell you flat out, do not go Affliction.
Yeah.
Demon was the easiest. I, on the other hand, I like a challenge.
See, I forgot to spend my my points. You get a point with every level. Woo!
Yep.
I immediately put all my first 5 points into improved arcade missiles. I do not like being interrupted when I'm channeling. Do not.
But yeah, Affliction Warlock in vanilla was the hardest class, and if you didn't know how to play a Warlock to begin with, it was not the smartest thing. It's like playing a healer on a PvP server.
Yeah.
Trust me, I've done that. I learned it the hard way.
See, I somehow forgot to loot this. This is also back before there was AoE looting. You have to loot each individual corpse. I really hope they bring the AoE looting back because they have already stated at BlizzCon there are some modern things that they are keeping because the end result is the same. It just streamlines the time.
Oh my god.
Obviously you don't want to have it too easy for some things like travel, honestly. The mounts, the flying, the mounting requirements, that's not going to go away. That's going to be authentic. But the AoE looting, I hope they bring here. Because that just saves time.
Not just that, but what's hilarious is realizing how many people are going to be bitching that you can't use your heirlooms.
Nope, that's cloth.
Ooh, do you want it, Joe, or can I have it?
No, you can have it. It's a loincloth.
Thank ya. Thank ya.
Sup, Mog is best, Mog.
The They sell like crazy no matter what's in them.
It's funny. Continue on with the discussion I was talking
Holy
about.
shit, it's the same fucking thing.
I just got a response from the guys, and they brought up something interesting.
What'd they say?
They brought up the possibility what if Shivara is actually Kimball?
That wouldn't surprise me.
What if he's another... Wow, that would be something if Shirvala was just another aspect of Kimball, yeah.
Exactly.
You've also got to understand a lot of the lowest are also known to shapeshift.
Or to have multiple
It
names.
could be something different to another person.
Yeah,
They are also known to have multiple names, and this is evident from the tablets in Zul'Farrak. Loa will take multiple names.
Exactly. Not to mention the fact that when it comes to worship of the deities within WoW, the deities within WoW are often given different names by different groups. For example, in the case of Elune, Elune is referred to obviously as Elune, the moon goddess by the night elves. But in the case of, say, like the Tauren,
Musha.
they refer to her as Musha, which is one of the eyes of the Earth Mother. That could possibly be the same way when it comes to the different trolls, due to the fact that even though they are all trolls, remember they are different subspecies of trolls who have been separated from the main Zandalari Empire for many, many years, generations. So it is possible, but then again, you also gotta ask yourself, if that's the case, wouldn't the same thing be the same for, say, Chandra? Spider Loa, who was worshipped by not only that of like the Gurabashi,
Where are we going?
the Zandalari
Get in the water,
themselves,
you gotta get wet, honey.
she still kept the same name with all of them. I also
the Forgotten Ghouls. Thank you.
I also brought up another possibility. What if they happen to be, what if they just so happen to be siblings? Now, we know for a fact that when it comes to wild gods, that's also a possibility, because despite them being referred to as Loa, they are actually considered to be within the category of wild gods. And that when
Razan has a mother. A really big mother. Yep. Zibala.
A very dangerous mother.
Very dangerous, very big mother. Yep.
And very evil mother, actually. Whereas Razan is very respected and considered very, selfless and whatnot. His mother's not that way whatsoever.
Yep.
She is, if I'm correct, she has a very similar name to that of one of, I think it's the Mayan gods.
It was the name for the star, the dying star that they ascribed to the place where souls went, the afterlife. Zibala. Which is very, very similar to Zibalba. Mm-hmm. Yep. It's like literally one letter off.
Which is actually a real life, god.
Central American deity?
Yeah, I think it's Central American, Southern American.
That region.
If you guys have ever watched the movie, The Book of Life, with like the Day of the Dead and whatnot, the dude in that movie who's like the main bad guy, he has like candles on his head, he's like made of tar and everything. He's actually Zibalba in that movie, and he's a very wicked individual, very cruel, very nasty. So,
how many more?
One more beak.
Okay.
And I still need raptor heads.
Yeah.
Same here.
Raptors are all over the place. But yeah, a key thing that a lot of people don't realize, back in vanilla, especially in mining, you keep mining that ore until it goes poop. It's not that one tap gives you a large chunk anymore.
Yep. It didn't just give up its entire load to you in one go back in the day. Nope. It was like that for a while. It was like that when I started playing.
Thanks, Riders. Right over here. I'll knock these out.
I'm having a hard time keeping up because of the goddamn inability to auto run with my middle mouse button. I fucking hate it. So tedious.
Stay in the back. I'm pulling the other one. There. And you should at least get the beacon religions.
Mm-hmm. That's my last beak.
Okay. And then this quest.
Yep.
Back to
This is also back in the day of clown suits.
and how the paladin got its armor bonus is the mana armor.
Yep. And there was limited storage space, so if you had, I did not play on an RP server back in the day, but if you were on an RP server with that limited of storage space, I can imagine you would have to save that particular set of gear that says, this is my character, this screams my character, and save it aside for when you actually wanted to go RP and do RP events. And then you'd have your actual gear that you would wear. And this is precious inventory that you would have to take into account for. And we did not have void storage. We did not have super big bags and all of that. So, yeah, this was not... Yeah, this was not the days of fashionistas, no.
I cried.
I just brought up something very interesting to these guys. Because they brought up the fact that if Zandalari become paladins, right? Usually, paladins are given a racial mount to suit their race, obviously. Like, they're given a
Dinosaur.
racial paladin mount.
It's not
I was originally thinking of that, right? You know, maybe it's something typical, like a direhorn or a raptor. But then it hit me. What if it ends up being a tiger due to what's been released in Hearthstone?
I would love that if it was a tiger. Please, yes.
Think about it for a minute.
This one
Yes.
rogue just tried to challenge me to a duel.
Spank him.
Think about it. Like, it's something
He's
they
been
could
doing that to everyone. Do you have enough silver for it, or do you want some silver for it?
Let's see.
I mean, you know,
If you
yeah,
want
there's
to
the
like
typical.
1 stamina, 5 spirit.
Miner's
you know,
Fortune, Raptor Horns, Stagnant Oasis. Return to Tonga at the crossroads. Take these
You know,
seeds.
like, it's interesting because it's like,
There's a-
you know,
okay.
if you really think about it, it's like, okay. You
Got
know,
the seeds.
Typically you have like a, you know, for the other races.
Hey,
it's
Big
like
Dog
a random.
Nath. Hello, hello. Holy moly indeed, right?
Hello, new person I do not know. I am the Grannuth. I
Do
hope
have
you are
enough
doing
silver
good.
for it?
This is my top Zug friend, Grannuth, yes. Say what, Joe?
Do you have enough silver? It's 32 silver. I've got
BRB?
26
Silver? What? Silver? I have to
Click
buy
on the
something?
cloth that- click on the cloth
Oh,
that
the
goes.
solstice robe.
Get it.
Shit, it's less armor, but it's more stamina and intellect. It's a better deal. See, this is back in the day when you would look at the,
And I got a belt for you.
yeah. This is back in the day when you would look at the stats rather than the armor first.
Yeah.
And there was a whole lot of strategizing that went into stats. A whole heck of a lot. Oh yeah, clams didn't stack back then.
Nope.
I need to open the clams individually.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let me know when you get the robes.
Have I been doing much Hearthstone recently? I hate to say it, Big Dog Nath, but I've been doing hardly anything recently. I kind of just shut down quite a bit after I came home from my ex's house earlier in October, just packing up my life from his place and shipping it out here. And then I couldn't sleep well at all. I was just a mess. All kinds of a mess. And it's only just recently that I'm starting to feel any kind of better at all. So I'm on a very irregular schedule. But don't worry, at some point I will be streaming Hearthstone again. Speaking of Hearthstone, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry, but I will not be able to afford the pre-order of Rastakhan's Rumble and the Paladin Hero Rastakhan.
What is the pre-order?
It's about, I want to say like $50 or something. But yeah, I will have to rely on the generous support of all you guys to get that. You can help me get it by donating to my coffee page. If all you can spare is one coffee's worth, then that gets me all the further along. So please and thank you, give me a coffee. Give me a coffee, I will play cards for you. I will play cards with you. I will take down your name and I will invite you onto stream with me for that opening day.
When's the release date?
Sometime in December. So there's still time. Still a little time.
I might be able to. I don't know.
You've been heartbroken recently, Big Dog? Who dares? Who dares? You have such a good heart.
Whose ass am I kicking? I don't even know what's going
Yeah,
on.
who am I gonna kick?
But I just want to kick someone's face, and apparently,
Yeah. Yeah.
point me in the right direction.
No breaking the heart of Big Dog Nath, everyone. Big Dog has big friends. December 4th. Thank you. Thank you, Big Dog.
Okay, so I might. November just started, so that takes about.
That's like literally a month away. It's November 5th right now.
Well.
So you guys got 1 month to give me all the coffees, and then I'll show you Rastakhan, and I will battle you, all of you, everyone who gave me a coffee. You will get to fight me.
Here's my thing, sweetheart.
Yeah?
If you don't find out anything by the 27th of November, I will make sure to get that for you.
Oh my God, Joe,
Big Dog.
you are such an MVP.
Okay, just spoils.
December 4th.
Say what?
Big Dog says it's December 4th. Right?
Yeah, that's what I just read off. That's what I just said. He said.
I said, but and yeah, my thing is if she doesn't get the funding and everything up by 27th.
Thank you, Joe. Joe is an MVP. Joe is an MVP in my streams, in my life. I would literally clear out my room for this woman.
I already took over taking care of your vault.
This is true. Yep. I would clear out my room and put a little cot by my bed for you if you needed it.
Altheas, there is a two-handed mace. It doesn't.
It's a hammer!
Strength, but it gives you stamina.
It's a hammer!
And there's mana potion as well if you want more on it.
Let's see. I haven't put the current mana potions on my bar yet.
He restores mana. I don't use mana.
Yeah,
No,
she was
no,
talking to me
no,
about the
no, no.
potions.
Oh.
Weapon for you.
Yeah.
It doesn't give you
Yeah.
strength.
Yeah, no, I see that.
But it does give you stamina, and stamina is a seriously serious warrior stat at this point. Whether you are tanking or not, you're in someone's face if you're a warrior, so you need that stamina. That's a funny emoji. I like it. All the little elephants.
Thing is, nah, I'm gonna sell that back because my skill of maces right now is 1.
Truth.
75.
Truth. Yep, that had a factor in weapons back in the day too. If there was something you really had your heart set on, like at the auction house, you could buy it, but then you would have to go get some kind of little crappy weapon to up your skill on things.
Yeah.
Because if you used your epic weapon,
You wouldn't be doing
you wouldn't be doing any actual damage, and as your skill got up, you would be one-shotting things, so you needed to up your skill with the crappy weapon. This is part of why general goods vendors still have crappy weapons to sell, because the devs just haven't changed it, and it harks back to the day when people would need to buy just some crappy little white item.
Running around killing zebras.
Yes.
Oh my
Killing
God, this
Zephyrus,
reminds me.
killing Zephyrus.
When it first came out with Recruiter Friend, the very first reward you could give was one of these fuckers.
Yes, that was the first recruiter friend mount. My ex had it.
Mm-hmm. Still have it.
Yep.
I'm like, that's one of my prizes.
Son of a bitch made multiple accounts so he could partake of the recruiter friend mounts. He never let me recruit anything. It's fine. He can have his Zevra and his rocket. And I've got good people that treat me right.
And no amount of Zevras can change that.
That's right.
Yep.
My mount is more epic these days.
Waka waka waka.
Wait for me!
Unfortunately, I'm pulling them all. That's the nice thing. Is the curses and it drop. Used to. Pretty awesome.
I wonder if they're leaving open tap in for mobs and shit. We would have to drop group and see if they're doing that or not. God, I forgot what a mana sink arcane missiles was back then.
Because it goes with that drink.
Guys, don't worry. A turtle made it to the water. I fucking hate it so much.
The beachhead one? Yeah.
A friend of mine sent me a picture and said, guys, guess what? A turtle made it to the grill.
That's wrong.
I bet
See, what's really funny is I'm on my hunter right now, and I just did the beachhead quest, and my pet is a turtle, and its name is Bisque. So let's just add some insult to injury.
Hardy har har. How come there's no clock on the minimap? Oh, there is a clock on the minimap. It just reads differently. See that little daylight button up there? It says it's 6:25. So this was back before you could put a timer or an alarm into your UI.
Oh, that's right. All three of us are on the phone, so oh my god.
Haha. Yep. This hut reminds me of the Man-Crick's Wife quest that I'm still on. But I am so proud of you that it took you 45 minutes to find Man-Crick's Wife, my man. You are officially a true WoW player now.
Thank you. I feel accomplished.
You know, I
Gold
think
star.
when this actually becomes live, or the classic, are they going to revise the Atlas book? Because Atlas book came out before the strategy guide.
I don't know.
I'd say they probably reprint it.
It's possible they'll reprint it. Because I have the original strategy guides for each expansion that they did one for. Except for MOP. My ex has the one for MOP, because I don't give a shit about MOP.
Mistress Nuff, sorry, but Mistress Lee, one of the best thing about it is, pardon.
Agree to disagree.
Oh, it was just extra cold. And I did like the music.
Yeah, there's some very purty things about Pandaland. That's why I'm taking my Nightborn through it.
I like the fact now that when you have fun, you don't have to pay 5K nightmare. So you should have the dried seeds.
I do.
There's a section when we get up
See.
to the water over here. You have to go in the water.
I still need 4 fucking zebra hooves. Ugh.
Yeah.
I need
That-
2.
That has more to do with the loot, I think. The fact that we're not getting any.
Oh my god. I remember
Oof.
arcane missiles was one at a time after multiple little shivers.
It eventually goes up to 3 at a time, but not gonna get high level enough to do that.
Yeah, not right now. What is one?
I have to say though, I like the current animations for Arcane very much because they're so reminiscent of Diablo wizards. I love crossovers like that. I already fully say that Aranya exists in the Diablo-verse, just a different incarnation of her. Also with different naming conventions, like Thalassian Elf. You've got the little apostrophe for her surname, Aranya Versarn, but since she's a wizard from Sanctuary, instead of an apostrophe, you put a dash, Aranya Versarn. Like Li Ming and Tal Rasha and all that shit.
Yeah.
We like endless talking.
Another screenshot moment.
Okay, I've got all my hooves. What about you two?
Nope.
Okay, that's perfectly fine. We're gonna go get wet in the water and then go beat the shit out of more zebra.
I'm still missing raptor heads, too.
Yeah, I know.
I still need 1 more zebra.
Well, let's get the water done so we can.
Yeah.
We'll see we got wet.
A group of adventurers made it to the water.
Oh no! No! Why? It's almost traumatizing.
That part is when we got coming.
Every time I take a shower now, a person made it to the water.
Sure.
Oh, just wait. If the person made it to the water, are they coming after your shower head?
No, never. Never.
Probably need your effort.
Oh my god. I'm bad hunting right now. My pet had growl. I'm
Oh
sorry.
dear. Uh-huh.
Well, to be fair, it's a world quest, dude. I mean, like.
As long as you're not in
Whatever.
Well,
no, God,
it
automatically shuts off.
it auto disables in dungeons now.
Oh, but people can still turn it on.
They can turn it on, but they can't get away with it. That's a kickable offense now.
Yep. Thank God.
Right?
There's a one for you too, Altheas.
Yep, I see that.
Remember, you keep mining it until you go through.
Whew. Need to breathe.
Oh, come on over here. The area where I'm at, Bubbling Fisher, it actually gives you air.
Wow, I got credit for whoever tested their seeds. That's nice.
You got credit too, Altheas?
I didn't get the quest.
Let's see if we can share it.
No.
If you are completed, I don't think so.
It's not shareable.
Huh. Interesting.
I'm not worried about it.
It's just a bunch.
Because I'm not trying to get everything done. We have plenty of time.
Oh yeah, we have all the time in the world, and we're not actually. We don't have any actual goals. We're just testing it out.
Yep.
Just like the devs want.
Memory.
Memory, all alone in the moonlight.
closet. I got 3 blood shards out of it. Who wants them?
Hold on to them. I actually do have
Hi,
some-
Harley Quinn. Good to see you, girl.
Yes, Harley. Hey, look, it's the Lost Godo. Oh, well.
I've got Harlequin Matriarch lurking in my channel. Thank you.
Ooh.
Oh,
yes.
yes. I'm a pass on
Yes.
that for you.
Oops, shit.
What the? What the hell?
Ninja, loot ninja.
You're G-banned.
Welcome, log out.
Oh my god. Thank you, Joe. Thank you.
Now get on Reddit and make a huge rant post about this loot ninja.
Right?
I just
Guys,
had
do this.
killed my loot out from underneath my nose.
The funny thing is, people don't know, with the loot rolls and everything now, back in vanilla, they were small, and you can always hit me by accident when you're trying to axe.
Mm-hmm.
That was funny.
Yeah. Good times. Good times.
Hard to hunt for zebras and raptors as we go. Look at what I found.
What you found?
Raptor. I wonder if we need a help from him because he's the one that gets the.
Did you ninja that too, Joe? Were you like, that's a nice raptor, I want it for myself?
I don't know if that would work. Wouldn't the bones on my body fall apart first?
Just put a bag on its head like a hat and be like, this is mine, you don't see anything.
See, are you
This is
going to
not
make
Raptor,
another video
this is,
playing Alliance? You found a me. Another video play. Well, I am going to be leveling up my Void Elf and starting to. I've been leveling her through Drustvar, and I'm definitely going to be streaming some of that. If you guys would like to see me do some WoW Classic on Alliance side, I can possibly do that before the demo goes away. If y'all want to see that. For Classic? Yeah, for Classic. I could do that. Think you could make the original Aiden?
Well, the original Aiden was from WoD, so.
This is true. This is true. Young Aiden, then.
Oh, like a freaking 18-year-old Aiden? Okay.
Yeah?
Sure.
Yeah. Young Aiden. That'd be pretty cool.
Aiden without the beard.
Aiden without the beard, yep. I would have to come up with a completely new character for Alliance side. Possibly someone that I could probably make Lord Eridan Carnital of Stormwind, who was a star apprentice of Aranya's, but
Oh boy,
of the
back
Kingdom of
in
Stormwind.
Wars.
Hello.
Hashtag bring back Prince Chat.
Bring back what now?
General chat. It says hashtag bring back
Baron's
Chat.
chat.
Oh.
Or something, ha ha ha. Tasteful joke about Mancrick's wife.
Baron's chat, the original social media. 1 second, I'm about to auto follow you here. Hang on.
Alright.
There. I gotta put this in general chat.
She did look good in those white jeans. Out of there.
Hello.
Welcome back,
bored.
Zug. You're always bored. But your nice looks. You're nice. Hello. Your shirt looks really nice today. I think you're wearing it very well.
Thank you.
Mancrick's wife for Congress. Holy shit. Yes. Yes. All the yes. Oh my god. Oh, yes. Well done, my dude. Well done.
Hey.
Always remember, give thanks to the lower of ships. Always remember that.
So toss my gold into the water. Okay. There you go.
Also, I think I've decided who's my prelate's patron law is gonna be.
Who?
Despite it, no. What? Why would it be? Why would a prelate praise Gunk?
Hold still. Camera moment. Look upon Ratchet.
But anyway, despite nothing saying that it's possible nor not possible, I was gonna say Kimball because I came up with an interesting reason as to why. Now, as you know, the prelates of Zandalar, praised Razan, and they were very, proud of that, very prideful, very confident in themselves, and I feel like that would be a perfect story for my character. Is like
Continue.
He praised Razan. He viewed Razan as being one of the mightiest of Loa, and to have the honor of being one of his great warriors, this holy protector of the Zandalar Empire, gave him pride. After all, this was a Loa who was not only praised by his fellow prelates, but also praised by the king himself. It was deemed the greatest of honors to have the Loa of king and queens to be your patron Loa, to bestow upon you this power. So he was very prideful, he was very confident, he was very, reckless in a sense. And obviously, when it came down to Zul doing what he had to do, he fell into a great, sense of grief and despair. He felt like he had felt his sacred duty, his duty being, to assure the safety of his people, to assure the safety of his Loa, and yet these deceivers, these traitors, these heretics took his great Loa away from him.
Well, he did fail. Not that that's meant to make him feel better, but he did.
Yeah. So, he failed. But, and for
also,
a time,
everyone, you do not get to use your bank and Ratchet. You do not. Sorry, tough nuggets. No banking for you.
But yeah, he would not actually take up a patron Loa for some time, despite, his king taking on Samdi. But he would take up a Loa again. It may not have been at that point in time, but he would take up another Loa. But it would be a Loa who he can relate to. And not only the sense of honor, the sense of respect, and the protective nature, the ability to be strong, but the history behind it, that this Loa that he would praise would have felt a similar sense of despair and a sense of failure, and
I do not believe the ships are working at this time. I think you just stay on your continent for a while.
You have to stay on your continent.
Yeah.
Yeah. But and how he would find out about this Loa would be during the Battle of Zuldazar, where the Faithless, the Blood Trolls, and Mithrax the Unraveler came and sought to destroy the final seal with Zul the Prophet. And he would notice a certain Loa in particular, one that he had heard tales of but had not seen at all. He would see this mighty beast, this ginormous cat, this fearsome tiger rushing through Zuldazar.
You describe it so poetically, man. I love it.
he would see this great Loa come forth and wreak havoc upon that of the Bloodrose. His vengeance, his wrath, his unwilling resolve to be the predator would make his enemies tremble. And even though Mithrax, the Unraveler, the one who had defeated the great Loa Stethis, he would stand up to him, along with Gunk and Paku.
Guys! The original High Elf model!
Looks really disgusting.
Yep.
Tiny.
Literally a recolored Night Elf model. That's it.
Literally. And as a nod to that, it's actually not only recolored, the ears are pointed upright. The features are shrunk down to be a little bit smaller. They look like deformed night elves, which is pretty much what they are. They still keep these models at one of the villages in the Ghostlands as kind of a nod to the evolutionary development of Thalassian elves. So it's meant to be inferred that this is what the High Elves looked like before they became pretty. That this is what the passing through Tirisfal did to them for a time.
BRB for a moment, because something's occurring right now. So
All
this
right.
would work. So, but to finish up what I was saying, he would see this Loa, and then after the battle, he would be curious. Who exactly was this Loa? Was it perhaps the Tiger of Shavara? Was it, had he came back? Perhaps, but he would go to a race. He would go to a race that's not only become his followers, but is also known for their tales. Much like how, the great Loa Toga went about and told his tales to them. They would tell their tales to the troll, and that would be the Tortolan. And they would tell them the tale of what had occurred with Kimball, how his previous followers had fell to Naga, how they had been cursed by this wicked sea witch, and how Kimball, despite everything, would not accept followers because he would not dishonor those who had fell in his charge.
It was also the curse that was placed upon him as well. He didn't want to cause the depression of the new followers.
He could not. Yep, he could not accept new followers without doing right by the old ones first.
Exactly, and he understood. For that was the same case with the mighty prelate. He could not accept the Loa until the betrayer, the deceiver, the heretic that was the dark prophet himself fell. And seeing how, as the trolls somewhat believe, despite what occurs in Uldir, the dark prophet had fell. So, with this knowledge, with this tale told to him by a very close friend of Zandalar, that being the Tortolan, he set off to the place where Zandalari trolls would send their criminals, their exiles, their vile, fools who would dare challenge the laws of the Empire. And he would go to the Temple of Kimball.
Remember how you used to get
and he would give himself to the mighty Loa and become his follower.
Remember. Ah, the prow, yes. Continue, please. This is very moving.
It's best to do in a walk motion, but a lot of people
I
gotta
just
angle
jump.
yourself up.
And much like his new patron Loa,
I don't have a run walk.
He would unleash his
There you go.
vicious and ferocious nature upon those not only challenge that of his new Loa, but also challenge that of the Zandalari people. He would make certain that history would not repeat itself, that his lower would not fall,
Lockbox quest for rogues.
Yep.
I remember that.
that his protection would be assured, and that he would be the predator, that he would not fall like prey. And that would be the prelate of Kimball.
Beautiful, man. I have no idea what quests you guys are on, but yay.
I'm not on any quest here.
Yep,
No,
I'm
any question.
just following.
same.
It was fun. No, because a lot of people actually got how to get up shit.
Alright, let me go deal with my thing.
Hey, thank you for the wonderful backstory for your paladin. I am deeply moved. That was great.
Or there.
I look
Yeah,
forward to
it's-
RPing with you, boy.
It's something that I was thinking about, because it's like, you know, yeah, there's cool Loa like Haku, there's Kragwa, you know, there's Akunda and everything. But
Harlequin
What if-
Matriarch says that was very lovely, Grannuth.
yeah, you know, but usually when it comes to these kind of things where you have to choose a certain deity to worship, the same case goes for like the Night Elves, for example. The Night Elves praise a certain wild god that they can relate to, that they can sit down and see the similarities that they have with each other, and you know that's how they form that kind of bond with each other. It's why they are so devoted to that certain deity, because of that bond, because of those similarities, the virtues that they hold. And I felt like maybe, you know, sure, it's not stated that Kimbu, you know, can make Zandalari paladins, no, but it's a good story. It's something that can happen. It's something that's not out of ordinary, and it's something that can relate with the character. You know, to have that kind of story where there's a sense of failure, there's a sense of grief, and there's that sense of reconstruction and somewhat building yourself back up to be whole and as well as new, you know? And it's good. It's a good story, you know.
It is a good story, especially when you tell it.
It also helps him kind of build more connection, not only with the people of Zandalar, not only with his new Loa, but with that of the Horde.
Ooh,
Because if
patterns.
if you understand Kimball good enough, you understand that honor is a very important thing to him. The original ways of the Horde, that's the same way. You know, it's honor, it's the respect, it's the, understanding that there is, strength and unity, there is strength and standing together, there is strength in making sure that you are the best that you can possibly be. Never weaken yourself, never make yourself into a failure, never doubt yourself, never lose hope in yourself. And not only does that fit into the categories of that of, say, a paladin, but it fits into the story of the trolls with the prelates, with Kimbu and the Horde. So it all goes into all of it goes in together, and it mixes so well together despite the differences, despite the fact that a Zandalar paladin is not the same as a human or an elf or a Tauren, Draenor, but it still works.
Yep. Well done. Now go to your thing.
Yeah.
Yes, go.
I got one more hour at work, so it's not big. It's just I gotta confirm something. And I gotta make sure I'm not seeing. It's like, it's not just me.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, give me a moment.
We should have you telling stories on my stream more often, because you're good at it.
Well, I could do that. I don't have an issue with that.
Yay!
Okay, so you need how many, or did you get all your zebras?
Gonna lurk a moment. Gotta put away. Oh, sure thing, Harley. Let's see. Wah! We're under attack.
No, you're fine. Do you need any more of the herbs, I think?
Let's see. I need I need 9 raptor heads, 4 zephyr hooves, a samaflange, and we're on all the same quests, so that's fine.
Yeah.
I really don't like how I can't track these quests anymore.
Yeah.
Some things it's like quality of life and it's a little bit of a pain, but yeah, it's authentic. I'd say the only really bad thing is being unable to have a middle mouse wheel click for my auto run. That's the only quality of life thing I desperately need. If you mess with my hand controls, then we have a problem. Everything else I can adapt to. Like with Diablo, I adapt. Speaking of Diablo, how about that Diablo Immortal? I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I'm so happy. I am so happy. Especially from a lore standpoint, because when I look around at D3, I feel like that last little baby that came to the party late or came to the party last and has to catch up with everything. So I feel like that young punk, and I have my ex's copy of D2. He gave me his copy of D2 and all the strat guides and the expansion for it. But thank you.
I couldn't find the enchanting person, so I kept the rules on.
But he gave me his copy of it and the expansions for it and strat guides for it, but I haven't been able to play it. I don't know how it would run on a system like this. Like, wow. wow. But yeah, I need to go and find some fan videos of D1, D2, catch up on the finer details of the lore, because Diablo has such an amazing story. I fucking love it. I want the books. I want the everything. I don't think there's any comics, but there's definitely animated shorts, like that one anime short with Oriel being all magical girl and shit, and I loved it. But
from the Battle.net's website, you can go to this section and download the classic.
Legacy games.
Yeah.
You can, but I have D2 on the discs, and it's a crapshoot. From what I've seen of how old discs and the engine speed at which they were meant to run on will react, because on a system like Windows 10, it might go too fast because it's used to going at a certain rate of data bits per minute. Yeah. But with Diablo Immortal being between D2 and D3, I feel like, yay, we're going back in to fill in the gap, and I'm not going to be so lost anymore. Yay! I'm home.
So is it right up ahead with the Inspirers? Ooh, that's a fucking it's gonna take a while. We don't do right now. One at the level 21 boots.
Yeah. The weirdest part about the announcement of Diablo Immortal, though, isn't the fans who are upset by it because it's not exactly what they wanted. It's the fans who get upset at you and get nasty at you for being happy about it because you don't share in their feelings. They're like, you need to understand that we're upset. Yeah, I do understand that you're upset. All I did was say that I'm happy. Just because I say I'm happy doesn't mean that I need to understand that you're upset and sharing your feelings. Doesn't mean that I'm annoyed by your feelings. I'm annoyed when you get nasty at me with your feelings and being annoyed by me being happy. So it's this whole, projection of things. You need to understand. No, you need to understand. I'm happy, and it costs you nothing to just sit there and shut up and let me be happy. Just like it exactly. Yeah.
It's also a game, but it seems like a lot of the people well, I can't say a lot, but there's a good portion of the gaming community that is so incredibly diehard over what they like and what they dislike that there's no gray area. It's
Yeah.
strictly black and white. And if you don't fall into whatever category that they're in, you're automatically wrong. You are supposed to go kill yourself, uninstall life, whatever the fuck, shit like that. And it's so stupid. Like,
It
this is
is.
a game. We are all here to play a game and to have fun and to enjoy it. So if you are enjoying one aspect of the game that I dislike, that doesn't make me any less of a person than you. It doesn't make me any less human. I hate it.
Yep.
Sorry, I wasn't gonna yell it.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. I saw it a little bit late, but I saw it.
Or at least
Yeah.
the Swift Mantle is not red.
There's also one thing that bothers me about some of the fan sites reporting on this. They'll say things like Diablo Immortal isn't exactly geared for hardcore Diablo fans, or it's not meant for hardcore Diablo fans. Like, it is a load of shit. And I even commented on Wowhead that this was a very inaccurate choice of words, because I am a hardcore Diablo fan. I love the story of Diablo. I'm a lore whore. I'm a story slut. Of course I'm happy that we've got Diablo Immortal. What they should have said was, it's not for hardcore PC fans or hardcore console fans. Probably more for console fans who are used to that kind of finger and thumb action. Yeah. But definitely not for hardcore PC fans who are diehard PC or go home. That is what they should have said, because Diablo Immortal will appeal to Diablo fans who are just happy to have more Diablo, like me. It will not appeal to the ones who are just so hell-bent, haha, pun not intended,
Well,
hell-bent on having a PC game.
The big thing is also they've been in several long years about talking about coming out with the version of Diablo for the phone.
Yeah.
They've already broadened the whole console from PC to gaming consoles of Xbox, PlayStation,
And even now, Nintendo Switch.
They're talking about also putting one into the Wii. So it's okay. So phone is turned into tablet, which is a type of console. Why is people bitching?
Right? And notice, no one is bitching about the actual premise of the game. Nobody cares or is shit-talking the fact that we are going to the 22-year gap between D2 and D3. Nobody's upset about that. It's all about, meh, it's on a phone. Okay, it's on a phone. You're upset by that. I am not. Respect that I am not, and I will respect the fact that you are salty over the fact that it is not on a PC. Okay.
The annoying thing is, if they were actual gamers, they would have realized Blizzard's been talking about this. We're doing a phone app thing for a very long time.
Harlequin Matriarch said, I think it's silly that people are getting so salty because you are excited. Right? That whole misery loves company shit.
Okay, so after we get to where the first section and razor, this is the second part of the quest. But you need the other razors, so we're working down around here.
You also have to figure they're going mobile, because right now mobile games are a huge cash cow in the industry.
They are.
Yeah, and I mean, leaving politics at the door on this case, but they want to make money.
Yep.
That's and if they have a chance to make money, what are you gonna do?
How dare they want to make money?
I mean, I know I sure as hell don't go to my job because I have the choice.
Yeah.
You know?
You don't go to your job
bills to
because it's a fucking charity for your customers.
Right, exactly. Like I don't. It's stupid. If you like it, you like it. Cool. If you don't, let it go. Let other people have their fun.
Exactly. Let it go. Let it go.
I had to suffer. I know you love it, but after the 25th time, I'm just like, no.
Aw. Does your little one watch Frozen all the goddamn time too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mine too.
Well, I know that you would understand it more with the whole autism and everything. It's
Yeah.
like, there's key points and nope.
Yeah. For me, now that she's not watching it every single day, it's more of a meme.
Yeah, no, the weird thing is my daughter would watch Brave more. In 1 week, she watched Brave 35 times.
What? How? Fucking how? She could like fill a whole part-time work week just watching Brave.
Well, she also had the soundtrack, and she went to go visit her father at her grandma's house. Grandma would play it like nonstop.
Oh, geez, the indulgent grandparents, right?
Yeah, my ex-mother-in-law, bless her heart. The thing is, a lot of pelts run high in my family. They're not just Welsh people.
Yeah.
So the music I love. Drinking water from the fire, from the waterfall, meaning the sun setting on the water. It means a lot to family. So I was fine with that and the Percy prima donna who beat herself up to hide who she really was to make everyone else happy. Oh, wait. Kind of like sounds like me when I hide my emotions. Yeah.
See, at some point here, we're going to have to find someplace safe because I need to pee and I also need to take an ibuprofen because I feel a headache coming on.
Well, great thing about basic time, watch this. Let's go camping.
Yep, let's go camping. Ta-da! Camping.
You sit, take your stuff.
All right.
Go get all this done, knocked out.
I will sit. You go do stuff.
Because I need my lemon.
Yes. Be right back, ladies and gentlemen. You have Sana and Joe to keep you alive.
Oh, God. Nothing says life like ass-to-mouth resuscitation, and that's how I start this off. Joe, don't leave me.
Really, ass to mouth. I hope
Yeah.
you're not. Well, if you're going from ass to mouth, I really hope you're not sucking in.
No, I'm always a receiver on that end.
You don't even have a habit to ask when someone has.
I'm the resuscitee, I guess. Is that even a word? I'm the resuscitee. I don't know. Joe's been quiet since the freaking ninja loot thing. Oh.
No, actually, I've been thinking. I'm like, when this goes live, how many people are gonna have melt? Oh my god, I can't use my heirlooms. Oh my god, not the loom fight.
Well, the thing is a lot of people don't realize that, okay, you have the hardcore gamers that have been playing since Classic, and that gets beaten into your skull when you haven't played since Classic. I've played vanilla WoW, blah, 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 blah. I walked uphill both ways to fucking my quest rewards, whatever the case may be. But now that we have Classic, now we get to experience it. Now people can get, I don't want to say a taste because that sounds horrible, but now they can have more understanding of, what a lot of vanilla players went through. But at the same time, it shouldn't
I need some
constitute.
tea before I fall over.
Yes, get tea. Right? But yeah, I think this whole Classic WoW is a very good thing.
I overdid it myself.
Did you injure yourself, Joe?
I killed. Well, I had 14 major laws on top of me, and I'm like, shit.
Oh God. You'll be fine. Really.
Aranya's fine. But the funny thing is, a lot of the people, yeah, we have a good chunk of people that are here from vanilla. We don't have a lot of the original testers much anymore. I am damn proud of going through my fucking nightmare. I've listened through so many people throughout the years going, oh, well, this testing is terrible. It's so long. How can we do this? And I'm like, honey, vanilla testing for Warcraft, yeah. Shut the fuck.
Man. I mean, I could go on, and I'm a BC baby. I didn't play vanilla. I honestly have no interest in playing vanilla, so y'all have fun with that classic shit, because I don't want no part of it.
The one big thing I really loved, and it took me a couple of minutes, is the fact you wanted to learn how to tank. You wanted to learn how to, and that was the two major things, was tanking and kiting. Best way to do it? We're going to go pull one of those elite dragons from the time.
Oh God.
And take them all over the place. Oh my God, the stories.
Dude, wait, do you remember the world dragons?
Yes. Oh my God.
Those things were the shit.
The one that's escorts. You had to take not 145 man group. There was 7 groups.
Oh, the one in Duskwood?
Yes, just to kill a fucking dragon.
But dude, those world dragons were so, and they didn't even give you shit. Like, you didn't get awesome gear. You didn't get nothing. You got bragging rights. You got no achievement. Like, they didn't have toys.
No, they did have gear, but it was like negative 0.52%.
Oh wait, no, they did have gear, but it wasn't like
the top.
It wasn't top tier. It wasn't nothing to be like, oh yeah, I got the world dragon shoulders that have spikes and dildos and shit. It wasn't like that at all.
No. Also, the real funny thing is, if you listen to a lot of the people back in vanilla and PC is also considered classic because we still had a lot of shit problems.
Oh yeah.
If you weren't a cloth and you were healing, you had to mismatch your gear for plate. I remember the nightmares from vanilla all the way to
Hi,
the
cutie patchy Mari Pie. Mwah.
Being top healing, I shit you not, was the masquerade gown from Karza.
Yeah.
Paladins had the nickname. Oh dear God, don't tell me you got the banana armor. Full plate with the horns. Banana.
Chicken noodle soup over rice. That is awesome. I have tea and cheese cubes.
I had fish sticks. Like
Fish
a
sticks.
2-year-old.
Yum. I want fish sticks. I want fish
What?
sticks.
No, I said Aranya, I'm misbeginning myself.
Well, judging from how you summoned your Voidwalker just now, I can surmise that somebody got killed.
Yeah.
Somebody ate shit.
Cutie Patchy Murray Pie says, Aranya, I touched the Abathur and we're married now. Yay! Happy Zerg wedding! Congratulations! I didn't know Zergs got married just from touching each other. It's amazing.
Wet or dry?
The more you know.
All I could think of is touching me. I'm like, all I think is make sure your hands were dry first.
God, could you imagine that hell? You're married by touching someone. I would be married to so many people. They owe me a lot of fucking alimony. It's my money and I want it now.
My ex can't afford alimony. Poor sucker.
This poor girl is so good by it. He died. I'm not gonna help him.
Hi, beautiful zombie. This my pretty zombie girlfriend, Mon. Don't mess with my zombie. She'll have your ass.
Hot.
No, literally, she'll have your ass. I'll fry it up for her, and then she'll eat it.
Have you been to Moonguard? Some people find that attractive, okay?
How's that cannibalism racial for you?
You want to see?
Yes! Do it for me.
The old original White Tap version.
The original life tap, yep. Give yourself a shit ton of mana.
Nom, 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 nom.
Tasty Quill Boss. Hi, Pins and Screws. Harlequin says, puts a different take on eating the booty.
Yeah.
Eat the booty like groceries. That's so wrong on so many different levels.
You know, I have to do this. I gotta see what Grannuth Chat is.
Something says I'm in combat? What? Is it because I got a debuff on me? I bet it is. Yeah.
Yep.
That's lousy. Eat the booty like you stole it. We cooked it ourselves, so we're eating it.
Oh God! What? No! No! Put it away!
Got boobs.
You got Chen's empty keg? Holy shit!
Yep.
Congrats.
That was one of the rare quests you actually get.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. For real.
Dude, I'm not getting a response from my comment. I don't know if that was a good thing or not. Great thing about being a Forsaken, you can eat your meat and they can't talk back.
To which Lizzie says, implying the other horde races have talking produce.
Oh my gosh.
Who knows with that troll voodoo?
I am damn determined to open up my Keltier and fucking shiz. And I'm in tears right now because I'm on Alliance. But I am doing this.
Yep. What race you on?
I am a Night Elf Mohawk Hunter.
Nice. Let's see.
This Night Elf Mohawk.
Makes you wonder though, how did Chen's empty keg end up in the Barrens? I think it's a Warcraft 3 reference.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Because I remember seeing in Warcraft 3 they passed through the Barrens to get to Dustswallow Marsh and Theramore and all that fun stuff, so naturally he probably just tossed aside his empty keg.
So, Chen's empty keg, comment in there goes, find someone who knows about empty keg. Small placer on one of the ends of the key said, Chen Stormstaff, may your spirit be raised, always raise your spirits.
Yep. Yeah, that's from his apprentice, his brewing apprentice, the orc in Ratchet. I remember you take it to the guy in Ratchet, and then he sends you out into the world to do some kind of, brewing quests.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, good push.
Okay, how many more of these do you need? I know. Two more at least.
I don't even know what quest we're on. What quest is this supposed to satisfy? Because I'm not getting any credit for anything about anything.
Okay. We'll go back to the other thing.
Yep.
I guess you didn't pick it up. That's fine.
Can you share it?
No, because I've already completed it.
Well, shit.
Yay.
Did you already find Mancrick's wife?
No.
Okay, because I still need to find Mancrick's wife. It's good to know that they're not connected to Mancrick's wife. That would be upsetting. Let's see. That can't be Baron's not enough Chuck jokes. Actually, Chuck Norris has been replaced by Mancrick's wife.
Yep.
Olgra
It
is the new...
pretty.
Yeah, Olgra is the new Chuck Norris. And given how many Quillbore she took down with her, I can see how.
I'm pulling over the Raptor. Yeah, a while ago we were just doing non-stop Mancrick breaks.
Yep. Including hashtag Mancrick's wife for Congress, Mancrick's wife for president.
Just remember, when the boogeyman goes to sleep at night, he checks his closet for Mancrick's wife.
Put that in the general chat, Aranya.
Okay, I will.
Yeah,
Let me put you on follow here. There, I'm on auto follow.
Alright, I'll go look around for raptors.
Well done, Sana.
You're welcome.
What can I say except you're welcome? Good one, Joe.
Minecraft 5 says a good turn is best in the belly.
I'm gonna have to tweet about this. Chuck Norris officially replaced with Mancrick's wife.
Like, yeah.
Olgra's a badass. All the buffing. Woo! Hey, Cutie Patchy Mari Pie, have you finished the wing loyalty badges for me? So I can use them for my lovely loyal subscribers like Pins and Screws here? Not trying to pressure you, I promise. I'm just wondering, you know, when to expect them. What's buried?
No, Chuck Norris is buried 17 feet. Not feet. Not 17, but feet. Below. As Mancrick's wife is the true ruler of Baron's.
Yep.
Ooh, found a rat. Running around like an idiot. Oh, wow.
I never liked Baron's music. No loot for me. That's yours.
See, what really sucks is they don't say who's the loot boy.
Yeah, they don't say who gets it now. They don't say who gets it. You can't mouse over mobs and say how many more left you have to kill. You can't even track your quests.
Actually, yeah, you can. Click on the quest log, and you have to shift and click, left click.
Shift and left click. Wow, okay.
But you can only have 5 showing.
That's fine by me. It's good that there's a limit. I don't like the no limit on the current system. See, I need raptor horns, zebra hooves, raptor heads,
Yeah.
bristleback quillboar tusks, Mancrick's wife, guns of Northwatch, and root samples. So right now I will be tracking the zebra, the raptors, quillboar tusks, and root samples.
If I find zebra. I've got about 30 minutes left until this one leaves to school.
Yep. Oh, hey. Can turn in some things. Like the stagnant oasis.
Come back here so we can get your zebra things for you.
Yep, one second. Altered snapjaws. So now I can track turtles as well. Hello.
I just killed a zebra over there.
Well, I don't know if it's so far away that I wouldn't have gotten loot credit for it. Oh, apparently I did.
Yeah, they really didn't have much of a set range on things.
Had nothing on it. Damn it.
Yeah, I hate when you did that. That's annoying.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna hop out and turn in this quest.
Alright. I'll just keep questing until the top of the hour.
Alright.
Yep. Let's see. What you looking for? Bananas. This is also back before quest inventory, so all your quest items showed up in your actual bags. And there was no golden outline around it either. And everything was no higher than stacks of 20. No stack of 200 for you! Nope.
No, the bolt of linen, highest stack was 10.
See. You be tailors, I be alchemist.
It was
Herbalism and alchemy was actually the first profession set of my first main. On my priest, back when I mained a priest. Holy protection potion, how nice. And there were all different kinds of vials. I have all this peace bloom and nothing to use it with. It's so sad. Still, I'll get a 20 stack of vials. Yay. Da, 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 da. Okay, so the raptor thieves are just any old raptor. The raptor horns, I think, come from a specific kind of raptor. Yeah, the Sunscale scythe claws. They roam the southern barrens and the northern barrens near the border of Ashenvale Forest. Good to know.
Yep.
So how are you enjoying Classic thus far?
Oh, it's pretty good. Like I said, the only real quality of life thing that I can't quite abide is the fact that the key bindings menu won't read my middle mouse button for binding auto run to it. But other than that, I could play this. Yep, for sure. It's such a throwback. Oh my god, wow.
I will say that I'm very pleased that if you already have a subscription, you're good to go.
Yes, that is like one of the best things about this. If you already have an active... Oh, I already have one.
Oh, you didn't use it?
No. Thank you though. But yeah, if you already have an active World of Warcraft subscription, you just use this. And even if you buy the subscription just wanting to play WoW Classic, like I know my ex probably will, then yeah, there you go. $15 a month. You get the whole shebang, whatever you want.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Somebody just slipped a thing from Amazon under my door. What did they get me?
Well, you guys have a good night. I am
too.
hopping out, so need to get some type
All
of sleep.
right. Have a good night, Joe.
Yep, I got 2 kids to take to middle school.
Have a lovely night, Joe.
Yeah,
Still got about
very bad.
half an hour before I call it quits. Hopefully Shane will appear before I call it quits. I miss him. I love him. I am so lonely in all these 12-hour shifts that he's doing, but it's for a good cause.
Yeah, he has been working a lot lately, but that's good though.
It is good. Oh. It's something my mother got for me as a gift. It's a book.
And you already opened it. Gosh, what if it was for Christmas? Christmas is ruined.
It's called You Coping, Getting Through It Faster for Life Without Therapy. Huh, interesting. Given the fact that I still haven't been able to finalize my divorce from my ex due to legalities regarding my children, then, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's, like, so fucking fun. I kind of want to, get my name changed before the end of the year. That would be great.
Okay, so you're not fully divorced yet.
No, we're separated, but we are not legally divorced yet, even though I am engaged I am engaged to Hallenmar, and I call him my fiance, and I call my ex because he is my ex. It's only the paperwork that hasn't gone through, and it's in such a stall because of our beautiful little angels. It's a mess. Anyone out there who's watching this who's been through divorce or known someone who's been through divorce, you know what a mess it is.
It's a very unfortunate circumstance. It's so much easier to get married than it is divorced, which is kind of sad, but then again, I can understand why it's taking so long.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Well, normally I would say mount up, let's go, but we're walking.
No mounting for you until level 40, sorry.
Let's see. Pins and Screws says, raise his hand in a Kermit flail. Me. Yep. Pins and Screws knows what it's like. Pins and Screws knows. And then you think that way is north, but it's not. It's actually west. So then you're like, north, my digital little motherfucker. Go north, please. And somehow I am not tracking herbs. That's another thing. Every time you die, your tracking goes off.
Yes.
And you have to re-enable it. I had forgotten about that. All these things, these little details that I had forgotten about. The devs said they had the same experience. All this shit that they had forgotten about, that they now saw glaringly because they had their old data on their current engine and they were trying to resolve it and everything. Wow. Pins and Screws says, yes, I am sleeping on a friend's floor because she absconded with all the money. Pfft. So fucking glad I separated my money from his money when we officially split. Because he used my money for a lot of things that shouldn't be used. Nothing illegal, I promise you that. But when you are literally singing for your supper, doing voice acting jobs and doing voiceovers for audiobooks and animation tests for students and friends, and every penny counts to your comfort, to your safety, to your warmth and well-being, and he just goes and spends hundreds of dollars on new and evolving founders package deals for Shroud of the Avatar, which he doesn't even play and you never even wanted to play, but he got some for you anyway. Yeah, it's just, I'm never going to let that go. I'm never going to forgive him for that. That he used the money that I brought to the family. And the funny thing is, I was the only one bringing any money into the family during all those years, and yet he always acted like I was useless. That was part of the whole...
Oh, honey. Yes, I understand that completely.
That was part of the whole mental thing that I had to unfuck myself from, with everyone telling me, no, it's really not you. He's actually doing some not okay shit with you mentally. It took me a while to see that. And
so
it took...
FYI,
yeah.
He's a douche nozzle.
Yep.
God, you know, I can understand how some people can be like that just because of how they were raised. But it doesn't make it okay.
Yeah.
And it should be something that's fixed, worked on, you know, an effort put forth, and not just expected that it's okay for them to continue living that way.
Exactly. Yep. Okay, Zebrahoofs. Give me your hoof.
It's a sniffing glue kind of day.
You could say that, yeah.
What do I do here? I'm looking for a hammer. I need a hammer. Hello. I'm on the dot. Do I need to get into the crow's nest? Oh no, a guy just spawns that apparently was dead. Okay.
Killing zebras, la-dee-da, la-dee-da.
That's one thing I always want to sing about for Christmas time is killing shit. I don't know why I thought of Christmas. Maybe because like everybody, as soon as November 1st hit, they're like, fuck yeah, Christmas, shit.
Harlequin says, it sounds like there's a rusty corn shucker in someone's future. Let's see. Actually, do I want to try to find Mancrick's wife while still on stream? Let's do it. Let's try to find Mancrick's wife. Let's try to find Mancrick's wife. If we do not find Mancrick's wife by 8 o'clock, I'm still calling it, but at least we'll have tried to find Mancrick's wife. Because it doesn't matter how many times you do it, it was still so hard to find Mancrick's wife.
Oh my gosh, I feel like we need some like hardcore like action movie theme going right now.
Yep. In fact, I gotta turn off the music, the game music. I'm gonna put on some effects. I love effects.
Look how simple that help screen, well, not the help screen, but the menu was.
Right?
Literally 4 buttons.
Literally 4 buttons, yep. Playlist, Aranya's Nefex mix to slay by. If anyone wants a copy of the link to the playlist, by all means ask me. And I will send you the link so you can enjoy this awesome badassery. It's also copyright free. They published all their music copyright free because they want you to use it for your streams, for your fan vids, for your projects, for all the things. And honestly, these days copyright shit is just ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. Literally anyone can internet search something and credit it to the right person. You can't get away with saying, "Oh, that's mine," or "Oh, this is an original thing." No, you stole that couple of bars from this other song here. Everyone knows it now. There's really no need for copyright. Of course, that could just be me, the ignorant consumer, talking, but... Oh, you've heard of them, Harlequin? Yay! Fellow fan, yes. Don't tell either of them if you meet them, but Beho's kind of hot. Pins and Screws says, I get my effects fix watching your stream. Yeah, Fight Back was the first song I ever heard by them. Yeah, you're right. It is rampant in the world, Pins and Screws. Rihanna is a prime example of that. Like, you know that song that goes, la 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 la, la 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 la. She lifted the whole fucking song and just added her own lyrics to it.
The world around me, it goes la 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 la.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She just lifted that whole fucking song that I remembered from my childhood and added her own goddamn lyrics to it. And then she's supposedly some great musician for this? What?
I mean, sampling goes way freaking back. I remember when fucking, oh god, this is gonna date me so hard. So Vanilla Ice's Ice Ice Baby literally sampled from a David Bowie song. So, I mean, it's harsh. I wish people would at least get permission before they do that shit. But
right.
Some people are just assholes.
Some people just assholes. Yep. Pins and Screws even says, we learned nothing from Vanilla Ice.
Excuse me, I learned how to stop, collaborate, and listen. Thank you. I learned something, okay?
Walking! Ah, walking. Yes, walking. There's a hut.
That's fine, you could be older than me, I'm okay with this. If you're older than me, I'm fine with.
But mistakes make you strong. Oh my god. It's alive. This wasn't hard. How was this not hard? It's because there's a floating green name instead of that nondescript gray name. Yep.
This signals your death in WoW. I'm forever walking like an Egyptian, sir. Dude, the Bengals was my shit.
Look at Olgra. She was such a beautiful little orc.
Was.
Yeah. The body is that of a female orc warrior. It is clear that she died in battle, probably against the Quill War in the area. Inspect the body further. Turn the body over and see the marks from blades and spells upon the deceased orc, her armor all but destroyed, her hair matted to her face. Based on Mancrick's description of her, there is no doubt in your mind that this was his wife. He will be upset by the news, but you are sure he should know the truth. Ferocious warrior. That was Mancrick's wife. The indomitable Olgra.
May she rest in peace.
Yes, may she rest in peace. Let's see. Queen, Bowie, got to see them at Irvine Meadows. Ah, Spiffy. Fucking get out of my face, you hyena. Me so squishy. Yeah. Ah, the animations for eating and drinking back then. Look, I got a hunk of cheese or a hunk of bread and I'm stuffing the whole thing all over my face. I got a hunk of something. At least the drink mug looks like an actual mug.
It looks like it's like a square cantaloupe.
Yeah.
Kind of. Oh, well, you're done eating. Now you just got a drink. Oh, God. That was horrific. I will say the best eating and drinking motion, or animation, rephrase, is the Boomkins.
Yep.
The best.
You do not get to resist my frost. Fucking shame on you. Frost bolt, fireball, arcane missiles, fireball again. Using all the different schools of magic again is such an experience. Oh, fuck you. Needing more mana.
Man, that feels good. No heirlooms. Just going boom off with 2 kills.
Heirlooms. What's that?
I know Willow Gust. I follow you on the Tumblrs.
Willow Gust is fantastic. She's such a wonderful person. Oh my god. She plays the Tanari elf that's part of this whole tribe of illusion weavers. This Tanari tribe that specializes in illusion magic. And it's from this tribe that Aranya learned how to make an illusion so deep that she could lose conscious control of herself while in that illusion, in that disguise, and it would still hold until she deliberately, consciously willed it away. And I even wrote my most recent story about that, called Phoenix Darkening, because it's about her Void Elf disguise. And these are dangerous times. She needs to be able to maintain that disguise while on the other side. And it is not fun. That level of power is exhausting. It is exhausting. It is painful every time. And Willow Gust was really happy to be a part of that. I love her so much. I am so grateful to have her around. For Olgra! Yeah, I've been poisoned. Oh no. Hi, Widowgast. I need to finally get back into RP, like actually do it. Yep, you and me both. Sugar Plum, Mommy's still streaming. You can't just come banging on my door. I'm not done yet. You're just gonna have to wait. Okay, I love you. My 3-year-old, ladies and gentlemen. Normally I would have the door open, but, you know, it's cold enough in the weather now that I can have my door closed again. So y'all are probably going to be hearing less of Squishy Dormy and Valeria. Sadness, I know.
My little dragonkin.
Yes. She's the baby war chief. Grannuth loves her so much. Her little, look, Taro guy! Come on. Armor up. Yes. Oh, the lack of mana is real. Eugh. Give her squishies from us. I will. I will squish the squishy for all of y'all. Oh, you son of a... Ugh. You son of a pig. I'm gonna fireball you to fucking... Damn pig.
Such anger.
Rage!
/ table flip.
Right. Where am I? Oh, there I am. Camp Tarajo. Nice. I do not remember if they had a flight master at this time. I don't think they did. I can always check. Remember Tarajo. Yeah, you can remember Tarajo now. You don't have mage armor right now. Yep, I don't. I have frost armor. That's why I'm like armor up. Oh, goodness. Resurrect now? No, there's a pig on my face. I'm gonna go to this bone pile, which I conveniently died at. Okay. Buff me, Scotty. Okay. You will have to write up that macro. Which macro? A macro that says armor up. Let me get you. This is also back in the day before you could blink in the direction in which you were going. Unfortunately.
Oh, the days of blinking into walls and other random shit that you didn't intend to.
Yep.
But you could glitch places like that, which was pretty awesome.
I will not die to such swine a second time. Or the glitch that popped you through said wall. Yep. Ah, the one that rebuffs after death. Interesting. I did not know such a macro was ever thought of. Okay. Who's next? Who shall be next to eat my fire? Paraphrase on Illidan there. God, I love this song.
Come on, baby, eat my fire.
I'm going to try to make my way to Camp Tarajo here. You had to push the button for each buff, but it did an if this then and go down the list of buffs each time you pushed it. Oh, that's nice. It is a real shame they don't have any trainers at the Crossroads or Tarajo. I'm guessing this is part of the testing, though. They just give you the preset ranks that you'll need from levels 1 through 19 and just go.
Alright, so say you get to like level 15 during the demo.
Oh, you start out at level 15.
Okay. But when the actual game comes out, does your demo character carry over to the actual playable game? Or is it just strictly demo purposes and every time you play it's a new character?
That would be a very legit question to seek out. 'Cause I'm sure someone's already asked that, but asking it again couldn't hurt. Yeah.
Let me do some research for you.
Yeah.
Possibly if my browser would work. There we go.
Hello, Camp Tarajo. I am in you. Yes, they still have a flight master. Da, 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 da. see. By the way, everyone, if y'all could share the link to my coffee page so I can get that pre-order for Hearthstone while it is still a pre-order, so I can stream all that for you guys. I would truly appreciate it. Share the link. Support me, please, even if you can't give me any coffees yourselves. I am really not worried at this point about getting the pre-order for Warcraft Reforged, Warcraft 3 Reforged. That's in the realm of eventuality no matter what, but the Hearthstone pre-order will not stay a pre-order forever. So if you want to see that sweet Rastakhan shit, then please help me. Please help me get there. And I will happily duel you on that opening day stream for it. Count on it. I give you my word. I give you my word, mon. They'll be rumbling in the jungle. What next? More Quillbore slaying? More Quillbore slaying. You can never have enough Quillbore slaying. Although I am supposed to look for raptor horns. Fucking raptors. Oh, fuck you. Go away. Go away. Stop zapping me. I don't appreciate it. Let's see how far this thing will kite. Let's see. Let's see. Not too far. That's impressive because everything just follows you almost all the way up into your town these days, which I don't appreciate. I like this much better. Give up sooner. Give up faster, please. That tent over there is part of one of the original Warlock quests. The Succubus, I think. Alliance side. You would get sent after a core of wood from a tree that had sprung up around fallen lovers from during the War of the Ancients. Let's see. Quillbores.
Well, I did a quick search and I could not find anything, but I did find lots of bitching about how you can only play the demo for 60 minutes before you're kicked off.
That was on the day of BlizzCon. They don't do that anymore. Yeah, that was only during the actual BlizzCon days themselves to keep people from going fucking crazy with their... Yep. That was to keep things smooth. Damn them crossbows. Whew. A lot of hefty damage. No, I will never let me down. All right, guys, it is 8 o'clock. So I'm going to try and... I guess log out here since it's a bit of a walk to Taurajo. Would you guys like to see the character creation for my Alliance side character for Classic? Since it has been asked, it has been requested that I also show off the WoW Classic on Alliance side. Let's see. Pins and Screws says, oh, Insana, Tumblr is being a butt. It keeps eating people's follows. You used to follow Kial, and I used to follow Ada. Had to re-up that follow. Tumblr is often a butt.
Oh, okay. So are you on mobile often? Because I have noticed that if you use Tumblr mobile, it eats your fucking follows. Legit. I have unfollowed so many people, and then they get all fucking pissed off at me. Why'd you unfollow me? I didn't mean to. I'm
There
sorry.
is so much out of sync between the Tumblr website and their mobile service that it cannot even be called funny, even remotely. It's so disjointed. It's terrible. It's just fucking terrible. Okay, so mage choices on the Alliance side are only gnome and human. That is it. That is all. Pins and Screw says, nope, I quit mobile because it ate data like it was crack. Truth. Truth about Tumblr, yes. Yep. You only get dwarfs, night elves, humans, gnomes. So for mages, it's either a gnome or a human. I'd really rather not be a gnome. Let's see here. Shall we try and get something Aranya-esque? Aranya if she were human. Let's try it. Let's see. Hair color. Ah, there we go. Black. Let's check her face. Sleepy brown-eyed girl. That's a nice open face. Ooh, ooh la la. Those lovely amber eyes. And yes, I really can see the eyes on the characters. I was anal about that back in the day. Kind of blue, kind of old, kind of also old, kind of angry and old. Angry blue eyes, like Jaina. This was a common one, kind of the hazel eyes with a bit of a fierce look, because that looks most like me in real life. The hazel-eyed and fierce. That has kind of violet eyes. I kind of like this amber-eyed look. I don't know. I really don't know. You know what? We'll just go with my classic face. My ferocious hazel-eyed self. We'll make it look like me. You know what? Forget Aranya. We'll make this look like me. Of course, Aranya already looks very much like me. Super pale. Has to be. Earrings.
Because we don't believe in the sun.
Nope. I'm a goddamn vampire. Shit, how many people do you think I'll trigger if I start playing WoW Classic, RPing it, and I RP as a vampire?
Hashtag triggered.
Yeah, damn right. Let's see, what looks most like me for hairstyles? That's what my hair looks like when I put it into a ponytail. I do not have short hair. I don't even have that funny flippy layered hair, but I do like it. No buns. I don't like buns. This is really the hairstyle that most fits me. It's long, it's over the shoulder. It falls a little bit more on the right side than it does on the other side. That's my hair, to a T. It's long, it's everywhere, and it's a little bit more to the right than the rest. So this is what I look like. This is what I look like if the real life me was translated to a Warcraft Classic human. You guys have all seen my face. You guys can pretty much confirm. Willow Gus says, do it, do it, do it. Damn right. Let's see. Willowgust also says, it kind of feels like even if the graphics weren't as good, the old faces were more realistic and less cartoony than they are now. I kind of agree. You actually have a lot more of a same face problem these days than you did back in the day. Something about it being just more polygonal somehow made the different faces more easy to differentiate between. It's especially bad on Blood Elf males. Oh my god! Let's see. What shall we name her? What shall we name her? It makes me yearn for Slider. Well, let's see if this is taken. Nope, it's not. I successfully gave her my middle name. Yes, my middle name is Michelle. I was named after several friends of my parents who are named Michael, and Michelle is the femme form of that. For my middle name. I will not tell you my first name until after my paperwork for my divorce goes through and I have my last name changed. Because I don't want any part of my name or myself coming back to bite my children in the ass. I just don't. I refuse. Oh, you have Michelle as your middle name too, Harlequin? Yay. All right. That'll be it for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Another time, possibly on the last day of the demo, I'm sorry, but there are other things scheduled from now till Monday. Like, maybe next Wednesday, I'll stream with Michelle here. And, but on Wednesday, I will be streaming with Hollandvar and anyone else who has the Heroes of the Storm PTR who wants to join me. I will be playing Orphea. I will be playing Orphea on the PTR, so join me for that. I will be playing with Ash and Demon Hunter Sombra. Well, yeah, no, I think Ash PTR Friday, but Demon Hunter Sombra eventually. Or maybe all in the same. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out together. But yeah, Overwatch this Friday. The final episode of How to Mage an LFR Uldir will be next Monday. And if this is still a thing by next Wednesday, then you will get to see Michelle. If not, I will at least upload some video clips with Michelle so you can all see the Alliance. Hush you, Spotify. We're done with your advertisements. Thank you. Okay, thank you, everyone. Please spread my coffee link. Spread the word. Spread the gospel of the Phoenix so that I can give more stuff to you guys, do more stuff with you guys. Thank you all so much for coming. Thank you for any hosting that you do. Thank you for adding me to your host lists, for putting me on auto host too. Hosts are views, views are life. I love you all so much. And until next time, get fat loot, stay on the point, be excellent to each other. Bye-bye.